Good morning, happy Tuesday. So, what did you learn? You sat down with your teachers. Who were they? Who showed up? Did an ex-spouse show up? Did a future you show up? So both of those show up for me. Ex-spouse, future me. What about children? What about actual teachers in the past? What about people that you maybe considered enemies? What about people who you've never met? Do you have anybody that came and sat at your table who you've never met and you've just read about? Somebody maybe you've idolized. What's really interesting about this process is it'll number one show you that, I think it shows you that your toughest times are really the times where you learn the most and grow the most. You know, remember, one of the theories out there is that we're never given a challenge that we're not big enough to handle. And my belief is that's true. And my belief also is that the challenges are given to us to make us more of who we're supposed to be. That it's really in our toughest times that we expand and become the most of the person that we want to be and that we're designed to be. Those challenges are there to test our mettle. You know, Conrad Hilton, who ran, the Hilton Empire, he didn't hire for positions, he hired people. He was the first one to really do this theory that other people have now done, that I'm going to hire individuals and then figure out where they need to be in my organization. I'm not going to look for a position and then have somebody fill that position. And he loved people that had gone through significant strife in their life. He had a sign behind him that said, "Good wood doesn't grow with ease. The stronger the wind, the stronger the trees." And that was his belief. His life, his personal life had been a struggle, and he felt as a result, he was, that was a big reason of why he was successful, was because he had a lot of mettle. He had gone through a ton, and he wanted people that had had similar experiences. So I think this exercise is really good because it shows us that our toughest times are really the times that, we can look back many times and say that was actually one of our best times. Your worst time becomes your best down the road because it takes you on a direction of who you really are supposed to be and who you want to be. And it makes you grow. The other thing I think that you can get from this is that teachers can be anybody, and they can be people that you've never met. They can be people that, haven't been alive for a long period of time. As I said, Napoleon Hill had a whole board, and this is really a great exercise to sit down and ask yourself, okay, what would this person, if I could talk to this person right now, and that's the question you need to ask. If I could talk to this person right now, what would they say to me? And your other than conscious mind, if you've studied this person, whomever it is, whether it's Jesus or whether it's Nietzsche or whether it's Abraham Lincoln or whether it's Oprah or, whomever, it doesn't matter. If you've studied that person, your other than conscious mind will give you an answer. So all of this wisdom is really at your fingertips, and at any time you can sit down and have a meeting with your teachers and ask them a question and interact and get feedback. And you're going to find that feedback is beneficial. Remember, whatever you imagine with great intensity, it's no different for your mind than whatever you experience. So if you imagine that you're actually talking to this person and this person is giving you solid advice, your brain doesn't know any difference between that and actually experiencing that event. How did Romanians become so good at gymnastics? Because they visualized themselves getting tens again and again and again and again. The guy that broke the 4-minute mile, how did he do it? He visualized himself crossing that finish line at 3 minutes and 59.9 seconds again and again and again and again and again, over and over and over. So when he did it, for his mind, he'd done it hundreds of times. And remember, once Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile, the next year there was 5 people who did it, and the year after that there was like 20, and now we have high school kids who break 4-minute miles. Psychologically, that's what was holding us back, was our belief about what was actually possible. And when he imagined it with such intensity and such vividness, for him, he was actually experiencing that, and so he changed his belief. So the same is true with all this. So I hope you did the exercise. I hope you got something out of it. What lessons did you learn? Who are your teachers? Your worst times many times are your best in terms of your ability to grow. And you can have anybody you want as a teacher, and they can be there anytime you want to help you along the road. Very powerful stuff. And the people that really figure out how to be successful in every way on their go around on this trip figure out that particular lesson. That is, how do I utilize and access all of this knowledge and use it to my best results? Have a great Tuesday, everybody. I hope you had enjoyed the exercise. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.